Hello everybody, I'm the Hampton Hero Game Channel and welcome back to the New Order the Last Age and to my Aryan Brotherhood playthrough. Where today, I think we're going to go ahead and prepare ourselves for war against Samara. I do kind of want to deal with them because what we can do is, when we go to war with Komi is, we can just let them take Samara. We can just happily push through to the capital, hopefully of Komi, while some of their divisions just pointlessly take over land that's really going to do them no good. That's the plan, plus by then, hopefully, we'll have a little bit more manpower and hopefully more divisions. Because right now, we can kind of defend the whole front here, which is good. Willis F. Bennett inaugurated as President of the United States. Okay, good for him. We'll just put that in place. So, the divisions I am concerned for, their well-being, is these two here. I feel like they're in a pretty awkward position. But on the plus side, at least we have land forts, so hopefully we should be okay. We don't have any planes still yet, which is something I really do need to get in production, but right now we're rocking the 4 military factories, so. But we're getting close to sorting everything out, I guess. Getting there. Wipe out the fractured state. Oh, they're going after Komi. They're going after Komi. Oh, do we do the exact same? Or do we strike Samara? Oh, Samara. The shield broken. Right, we need to join in. We need to join in. We need to join in. Go, 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 go. This is time for, it's time for Komi's downfall. They won't be able to handle us all. Komi, yep. Democracy is a system unfit to exist. Allowing the impure masses to rule will inevitably lead them to steer the state into ruin. There's no clear example of this in the Komi Republic, one of Russia's most turbulent states. Its democratic leadership, beleaguered by Bolsheviks and nationalists of various stripes alike, has completely failed to hold Statkar together. Marching our Aryan armies through such a limp and incapable state will be simple. It's time for us to put this pathetic experiment down and show the people of the Republic their place. Hell yeah, boys! The question is, will we be able to actually capitulate them and get the land? Komi is now getting destroyed from all angles. They are getting a good old pumping. Industrial investments. Nice. You, straight into the capital. Oh, the West Russian boys have lost 43k. 43k. I don't even have that in my... Well, that's like my whole army there. This is going to be a very interesting peace deal. That's for sure. Yes, we got the arsenal. Haha. Attack on core territory and defense. Hell yeah. And another factory. Nice. England joins the what? The Unity Pact. Holy crap, England joined the Unity Pact? What the what the hell? What the hell happened there? What? I don't believe it. I actually don't believe it. I'm in total shock. Okay, the Brotherhood needs blood again. And we have literally lost all of our stability. That is fine. I don't know who's going to get the majority here. I don't know how this peace deal is going to work. I don't know how this is going to work, but the Soviets are gone. I was hoping they were maybe going to hold on and the land was going to go to them, but it's all down to Samara right now. Samara needs to take Vologda. Create a faction. Let me create a faction with Samara. That seems like a fantastic thing to do. Do you plebs actually want to like join us? What kind of divisions are they rocking? I mean, come on, guys. I need you over here. Well, that is a stupid move by the AI. Lost more men than Samara has now. Have I done most of the fighting? Nope. No, I have not. Samara's gonna get the big boy points here. Aha! We got you. I was gonna say, how's this division still holding on, but... Welsh Revolution. Oh, guess what? Oh boy! We got the land! We got it. Give it, yes, the manpower. Free Aryan prisoners. Well, it still while it still exists, the Komi Republic serves as a petri dish for every conceivable mode of thought. Most of these ideologies were the inane prattle of weaker minds, but some are pearls in the mud. Among the former rightist coalition are people of clear racial value, locked away by vermin unable to perceive that they were prosecuting their betters. All it will take is to liberate these men, remind them of their racial consciousness, and we will have local area administrators who understand the region and its myriad political complexities. That is hilarious. I have actually taken all of their land. That is fantastic. Of course, Samara is coming in full steam bloody ahead. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do this. Actually, we're going to play it very risque, and we're going to let them push north, the fools that they are. Right, everyone move, everyone move. Go, 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 go. Go, man. The Battle of Barcelona. Because hopefully taking Samara will just kill them off, really. I honestly don't care if they push north. I really don't. If anything, it's going to be a great way to... Right, come on. How's that? Oh, the damage. Just take as much of this stuff as we bloody can. Get to Kazan as well. How close they're dying. And they've taken Vyatka. That's a bit of a concern, but nope, we killed them. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Gorky's dead. Wow, I guess we don't have any real threats to us at this point in time. That's nice. Anyways, let's silence the subversive, sorry. Although we have smashed the rat's nest and savoury thought that is Komi, remnants of the scum still scurry right under our noses. Skatgivar was filled to the brim with political power militaries, after all, and those that did not want to kill or assimilate retreated to the shadows, whether to fight for the Republic or the Revolution. We have to exercise maximum vigilance if we hope to turn the city into an Aryan stronghold. We must go house to house, door to door, if necessary, and this purge shall show no restraint. And we have got a factory captured. Nice. Let's be honest, the only bit that's left is Onega. Which I think the Finns would slap us if we tried to do anything right now. So let's just bide our time and core all this land. Oh, weekly stability minus 0.2, and I'm doing all of that. Great. Right. Komi's bickering ended. Sorry. Subjugation of the Komi Republic was perhaps the most difficult pacification of a region we have faced yet, but we have prevailed. The city was once a cesspool of political dissidence and argumentation, and the most vile degenerates were allowed to spread their wicked lies without fear. With iron will and unyielding strength, we have purged these subversives and cleaned up the streets. Their dream of democracy in West Russia is dead. It is a testament to the glory of the Aryan race that we were strong enough to kill it. And we're actually touching the German. Well, near enough. I don't know what he's doing. A bullet for the traitors. Yes, he's slowly working down his thing. I can't believe how easy it was to take down Samara. I knew just going for the capital was the best way to go about it. Oh, the bloody repairs. Get them down there. The Universal Purge. If any state represents the failings of democracy, it was Komi. The dozens of flailing political movements and parties that once dominated the city each fought for their own agendas, more than for the people they hoped to rule. Is it any surprise that even in the face of our invasion they failed to unify, where the pathetic politicians squabbled and bickered over the minute minute differences between their false ideologies? They forgot the reality of their situation. They were at war, but let's not care about the ideology, a lesson they learned too late as our armies bore down on them, bringing the full might of the master race with them. Through violence and bloodshed, we have shown them that the politics and parties are no more than glorified clubs, their members playing at rulership, while the true masters of Earth know only one thing matters: power. Our race has power to conquer, so their race will suffer what it must. The gutters of Komi have been filled with blood of politicians and party members of every variety. Communists and socialists, liberals and conservatives. The Brotherhood is even liquidating fascists of subhuman blood as we secure control. Their beliefs are unimportant to us. All politicians are inherently weak, compromising creatures trying to cheat their way into power. The Brotherhood has no place for them. In depth, their ideological differences are meaningless, and they are exposed for what they really are: pests. The Brotherhood has exterminated. We have taught the people of Komi a lesson that all Aryans have known for years: that democracy breeds degeneracy and corruption that can bring low even the greatest of peoples. It is no wonder that a race as pitiful as the Slavs could not resist its effects. The Brotherhood has cleansed the stain from Russia, and the arguing politicians have finally been silenced. Stability! Alright, let's retain the loyal. Among the ROA, there remain those who never stopped obeying the will of Germany, even as their Slavic leadership succumbed to their racial instincts and became increasingly corrupt and self-motivated. These loyalists have first-hand exposure to the glory of German National Socialism and are eager to continue working for the Germanic future. They'll be able to retain their prior posts, provided they meet our racial standards and loyalty tests. 1,000 manpower. Our army is almost back up to full strength, which means we are not quite sitting at full strength, but we're getting there. We don't actually need that many on guns now. If anything, we need them on these. Damaged factories is a concern. Civilian. Let's get those civilians fixed. Yeah, there's a lot of civvies here. A lot of damaged civvies. Pakistan has become independent. Get them repaired because we're currently sitting at 13. Right, seize their aid. The Germans continued spending large amounts of aid into Samara, even as the ROA deviated from the path of the Aryan race. This may seem in contradiction of their mission, but we know better. This can only mean that the Reich recognize the racial vigor of some present and sought to assist them. They will surely not object now that a more viable Aryan organization has seized control of the premises. A stockpile of German arms and equipment will bring our fighting force that much closer to the genuine Wehrmacht. Some German equipment. Fantastic. That is going to be some good-ass quality stuff. Okay, we're getting land integrated. Let's go ahead and train our troops again for some manpower. Let's purchase military access without doused and buy some support and man pads, please. And we have been granted access. Don't really know what that would really do for us, but we do now have payments to Zlatoust, which go in August. But armor, that's a nice bonus to armor if we actually had it. But I like this attack in, on core territory and defense bonus that we've got for core territory. Embrace the fascists. The RA was, despite its initial allegiance to the Reich, primarily a nationalist organization commanded by Slavs, incompatible with our dreams of an Aryan Russia. This does not mean that every member was necessarily a Slav. Based on their testimonies, we believe several officers from the more extreme factions to have been Aryans attracted by a noble love of Germany by any opportunistic desire to gain power. While the vast majority of the ROA does not meet this criterion, those that do will make valuable local administrators and provide a sense of continuity moving into the Reich. Fandabidozi, seize control. Let's seize control as well. We've got plenty of political power chilling here now. Because a lot more manpower is going to be coming our way in 225 days. Now, that's going to bypass. This is all going to bypass. Until probably you. So I do have a bit of reading to do. Sverdlovsk is looking like it's going to be the one to win. And yes, Yugra is able to... they're not going to be able to have 3 divisions. Sverdlovsk has got a pretty sizable army. Yes. Oh. Oh, wait. We do still get to do stuff. So let's just read this. The Slavic race is feckless and irresponsible, preferring to take what it cannot create with its meager abilities. This is the reason for Russia's long-time backwardness, and is also the reason that the mechanized bandit army controls the city of Gorky, raiding the good people of the Reich for its own benefit. We shall begin to pay back the enormous debt we owe Germany for exposing us to its truths by ending these wretched criminals' reign of terror. So tanks for the Aryans. Yes, brilliant. I love tanks. The tank, highly mobile and utterly unstoppable in its conquest, is a perfect vehicle for the Aryan. It is a masterpiece of engineering, as we are a masterpiece of genetics. Now that the scum of Gorky has been smashed into pieces, its tanks, degraded by their use of petty theft, lie in our hands. The Reich drowned the East in blood with its tank army. As we aspire to climb to its level, it is best that we learn from an example. Okay, the Right of Ascension. 20 stability, bloodkin hell, that's good. As we, because we're only on 8 right now. As he sat in the prison camp outside Samara, Jacob Becker thought back to the day he knew his life was over. It had been 4 months ago, the day his unit received their orders. They were being sent across the border of the Reich to help train the soldiers of some warlord in Samara. The Wehrmacht was propping up. Many of the soldiers, Jacob among them, felt a sense of impending doom at the news. Somehow he knew he would never see Cologne again, never make his triumphant return home he had dreamed of making. His fears had proven correct when the warlord statelet was attacked by some other bandit horde. The armies of Samara went to battle, and Jacob and his fellow advisors went with them. Their presence made no difference. These invaders that flew to Swastika for some incomprehensible reason had crushed the well-equipped but poorly led soldiers of Samara, and within a few weeks of the conflict's start, Jacob had been captured and taken to prison, where he currently wallowed. He was snapped out of his self-pity when he noticed a prison guard approaching, followed by a man dressed in ill-fitting Wehrmacht officer's uniform from the last war. The guard pointed at him, and the officer stepped forward. "Are you a German?" he asked, in halting a heavily accented German. Hesitated before answering. "Yes, why?" The officer's face broke out in a huge grin. "Oh, that is great. Please follow me. I'm so sorry about the confusion. I want you to know we would never keep an Aryan in prison intentionally, especially with the Untermesh." "Where are we going?" Jacob asked in confusion. "To my quarters. I'll give you a chance to clean up and eat a proper meal first. After that, I want to introduce you to all the other Brotherhood members here. None of us have ever met a German before. Things might be looking up for once." So, some Germans had went to Samara, and now we've just welcomed them with open arms. Of course, we're going to look at the manpower. Oh, and it's gone. Yes, manpower, but instantly gone. Instantly gone. So, yeah, we've got extreme control again, but we're going to drop back down again. Pavlodar is trying really hard to win, and they might actually be able to. Nowa Polska. Are you not going to do anything? You're kind of just chilling. Don't think you're going to win like you did last time. Surely you would have done something by now. Okay, you have a war goal on him. Interesting. Thanks for the Aryans is done. Sweep the city. Oh my days, what a long one. With the motor bandits cleansed from the city, We now hold one of the greatest population centres of Western Russia by the throat. Our brothers shall go street by street, house by house, room by room through Gorky, killing the impure and burning their homes to the ground. Any and all signs of resistance shall be put down, and those subhumans who have the audacity to stand against the Aryans will be made to regret their choice. When the Brotherhood is done, no trace of the Slavic stain shall remain within the city. All weapons found within Gorky will be stripped from their owners to ensure they submit to the will of the true Ubermensch. Whether there was once a centre of degeneracy, cowardice and greed, a new city will be made. It shall become a monument to the bravery, diligence and supremacy of the one true race. Gorky will be made pure. Okay. Industrial investments. Oh, 13 civvies is looking good. Still got a couple to finish repairing. I want a couple to build. There's some more to repair. I've just noticed the Indonesian War. Oh, this will be resistance, isn't it? That's causing all these damages. Goddamn resistance. Stop it, you're blowing up all my stuff. The industrial sabotage. Oh my sweet heavens. Core it. Core it now. Oh yeah, I really need to come up with a template. Great. Cavalry. We're military police. There we go. The MPs. Can I change that to the military police logo? I'll change it to you. That's a garrison thing. Right, let's hop in there. Get that ongoing. Local police force. Yeah, come on. Get them sorted. That is absolutely killing us. Right, our own Blitzkrieg, which would be awesome. During the West Russian War, our great Führer, Guthrum Wagner, saw how the Germans fought, how they countered every attack that drove back the cowardly Russians. They called their method of war Blitzkrieg, lightning war. If we are to prove our status as true Aryans, we must also harness the power of lightning our brotherhood. The power of lightning for our brotherhood. With the vehicles of the motor bandits now at our disposal, we can finally achieve this. Our warriors shall strike like thunderbolts against the Slavic hordes, riding atop great panzers like the Germans did before us. The Brotherhood shall roll across Russia like an iron tide, the third and final Aryan conquest of the East. Already the men have begun integrating the captured panzer into their formations, painting the sacred swastika onto the turrets to claim them as weapons of the master race. Yay. Great. 185 days until we get a lot more core territory. Which, let's be honest, we are needing because that resistance is absolutely dreadful. Payments to that doused is gone, but more civvies. Actually, more civvies have not been damaged. Good. Keep my civvies. Oh, no, one's just been damaged, I think. No, that is some flippin' hella bad. Hella bad. So, how much closer? That'll bypass those three to do. And then Onega. Execute traitors. Oh, new realm of Aryans. We're getting closer. And we're getting closer to being able to do. Oh, wait. Oh. I'm an idiot. I can actually go ahead and do this. On the resolution of the Onega issue. Our state shall enter the regional stage, granting access to great diplomatic. Oh, I don't really want to do this just now because it does bring down our consumer goods goes up because of overextended administration. Let's just wait until we've dealt with Onega. So, Operation Herzvelger has been bypassed. The weak and decadent Soviet Union is a perfect example of Slavic polity. Corrupt, depraved, and intent on economic efficiency, they couldn't even purge their undesirables correctly. When the German rampaged through Russia, they shattered the Union, rightfully released us from our Slavic chains. They awakened us to the state of mind that required to ascend to the status of Aryan, abandon our weak Slavic heritage. One of the most frustrating parts about Western Russia is that the Soviet Union's rump state, run by decrepit old Slavic kleptocrats, still scratches out a meagre existence in the far north. It's an insult to our cause that our inferiors still cling to the empty promises of Slavic communism. We must end their struggle for good. Right, neutralize the remnants. We have defeated the cowardly Reds in battle. Their cowardly soldiers flee for their lives. They never stood a chance against the might of the Brotherhood. Their lands and people are now ours to do as we please. All that remains is hunt down and destroy the remaining Slavic bandits who foolishly continue to resist the inevitable. Brotherhood patrols will sweep across the countryside, searching every forest and village for those seeking to oppose or escape our rule. Any town that might harbour a terrorist will be severely punished. Captured bandits will be executed publicly as warning to any who might think of following in their footsteps. The people of the north will learn the same lesson as their southern brethren: obey or die. The final destiny of the Aryan race is within sight, and we must have the full subservience of our domain to reach it. The first Panzers! Some of our commanders hoped that entering the driver's seat of an armoured fighting vehicle would awaken something in the Aryan bloodline, a latent talent for motorised warfare that resides in all of the Untermensch. Unfortunately, this does not seem to have occurred. Several vehicles stalled out or broke down shortly after our test crews finally got them to start. One driver even managed to get his reclaimed Panzer to start, but proving unable to work the steering or brakes, crashed through a building before driving into a ditch. It seems that even the German soldiers must learn a mastery of blitzkrieg, not just inherit it. This has been a source of greater frustration and deployment for both the Brotherhood's military commanders and most trusted racial scientists. Luckily, some Panzer operators from the ranks of the motor bandits have proven to be superior blood and are more than willing to train their fellow Aryans in return for expedited admittance to the Brotherhood. Some members of the Brotherhood have protested this, claiming that these men are not purged their Slavic corruption, as every Aryan must do. What these fools do not recognise is that by mastering Germanic warfare, these men were already close to pure Aryan status before the Brotherhood even liberated them. Already, this decision has borne fruit. Every day, more Aryans are being retrained in the art of blitzkrieg. Every day, more Panzers roll out of the factories, ready to carry brave warriors of the mass race into battle against the unclean hordes. Our commanders have been eager to adopt the Panzer into their strategies. They have modified their own infantry-focused doctrines to accommodate quicker, more powerful strikes concentrated on small points on the enemy line. Soon the Brotherhood's armies will be so magnificent that even the Germans shall admire the military prowess of our race. Okay, we got a wee research bonus. Interesting. I am very tempted to do this. Boom, let's do it. Aryan Brotherhood unifies West Russia. For the first time since the war in the 1950s, West Russia is united under one banner. Unfortunately for the country and the world, the banner is the swastika. The first transmission declarations coming from the region talk about the cryptic Aryan Brotherhood, a society of Russians who believe that the Aryan is not based on race, but is a state that Slavic race can achieve, thus becoming equal to their conquerors. As insane and unlikely as this sounds, the Brotherhood under the rule of one Guttrum Wagner is now in control of West Russia. They have announced their success and their equality to the Reich. The world looks silently in awe and confusion as they wait for what happens next. What will be the future moves of this new Russian warlord state? And what will be the reaction of the mighty Reich to this absurd entity? Yeah, what will be the reaction? Oh, it's fine, we can become it, but we don't actually do anything. Oh, we've got negative stability, which is not great. But nothing happens to the tree just now. It must be on the conclusion. Oh, Russian reunification. The Ruski Reich. Okay. The race for the Urals. I want to get to the Urals as quickly as possible. Regional development. Oh, we have a lot of regional development. Oh, we can now put ourselves into debt. I would love to do that, but not right now. Thank you. As tempting as that sounds. You have a lot of men in your armies. I think what we should do is build some land forts. Let's build some bloody land forts. You can drop right down to the bottom. Wait, are all the factories broken again? Oh no, because I changed. I shouldn't have became that. I knew I should have. Neutralize remnants. Right. The Reds' idols smashed. Though its adherents are dead or enslaved, the stain of the Bolshevik cult that once ruled the North remains. Statues of Marx, Lenin, and Voroshilov still occupy town squares. From Arkhangelsk to Ukhta, providing a reminder to the inhabitants of a past we seek to erase. This cannot be tolerated. The idols must be reduced to rubble. The old portraits and the red flags will be torn down and burned in bonfires. The ashes scattered to the winds. All memory of the Soviet Union and its failures will be destroyed. New monuments shall be raised, honouring the Führer and the brave soldiers who set aside the Slavs and reclaimed the East for its rightful people. Russia is a failed nation. The Russians are a failed people. Their legacy is of no use to us. The Aryan Brotherhood has triumphed over the Untermensch. And now we shall record the true history of these lands as we see fit. Only the failure of the communists will be remembered. Oh my days, the manpower. Holy balls, the manpower. Divisions. Divisions. Go, 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 go. That's without even doing... How did we get so much? Did it core everything? No. How the hell did I get so much manpower? I've got 3 reasons. Oh my days, we need to build up a flipping army. Because what are we chilling on right now? 62k. Oh, well, we're not too far behind them. Just depends. And our equipment's actually pretty good as well. So I think actually. Bam. 12 divisions. That'll bring us quite nicely up to 80. Oh, it's getting good now. I do love it when the plan starts coming together. And Sverdlovsk is definitely going to be the one that wins over here. Who will be our next target? It's either Irkutsk or the Divine Mandate of Siberia winning there. And of course, we've got the Central Siberian Federation already. Excusez-moi. Minus 75 stability. Oof, I thought mine was bad. We do have minus 12, but that is to be expected, really. But yeah, cool. 150 days until that's all cored. Good stuff, good stuff. There we go. The 12 divisions. 20 divisions. I cannot believe it. I'm tempted to just get another 4 out. Just because that brings us quite nicely up to a whole batch of 24. And in fact, that is bringing us quite nicely up to Operation Skull, which we will do next episode. The armies of the Revolutionary Front may have outnumbered us, but the Communists never stood a chance against the unmatched combat ability of the Brotherhood fighting man. So entrenched was Bolshevism in the heart of the Slav that only true Aryan warriors could annihilate their delusions of grandeur and remind them that their place is not as the master, but as the slave. The collapse of the front ended all organised resistance to our domination of Western Russia. The Aryan Brotherhood has banished the spectres of Bolshevism, Slavic tyranny, back across the Urals once more. The lands of Western Russia are nearly united in the rule of Führer, but this is not enough. Though the Red Menace may plague us no more, there are countless other threats to our race, both in Russia and abroad. We must never cease our crusade against the traitors in Universal. Russia shall be Aryan, Russia shall be ours. Of course, I am actually going to try and get all my land back from Finland, if that's even possible. I'm not going to accept peace. I'm not just going to take Onega back. I'm going to take them down. I'm going to be taking everyone down. Republic of China is going to war. They've picked up their arms. Hey, 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 we are here. We now have 192,000 in the army. The end of Bolshevism. And today we will finish today's episode with the Red Dusk. As men scrambled over narrow hallways and up even narrower staircases, Alexei Novikov remained petrified. Each pump of his heart was a bludgeon, beating suffocation to the very fibre of his being. After minutes of paralysis, Alexei finally stirred. His feeble legs found themselves wobbling. He lurched to an infirm posture, suspended over a railing for support. Someone shouted, "Comrade Novikov, push the motherfucking button." Fighting the overwhelming pain in his chest, Alexei leaned slowly towards the console to his right, mustering what little remained inside to raise the ship's anchors. "I have done it," he shouted as tears welled in his eyes. A sudden explosion followed his exclamation, finishing his descent towards the cold steel floor, a panic attack, then unconsciousness. A gunshot woke him up, but a severe concussion prevented full awareness. Alexei's fluttering eyes could see the black uniformed men approaching, and on some subconscious level he understood. With little time remaining, memories flooded his mind, a serene picture book to quench his anxiety. He thought first of his mother, her sandy blonde hair and soothing tone confronting him in the candlelight of their Moscow apartment. He tried to save the moment, remember the boyhood story she had told him of Lenin and the revolution. However, the historical details evaded him, far less potent than the woman herself. Men grew closer in his peripheral vision, punctuating their summary executions of his comrades with disgusting jeers of Untermensch. They would not destroy his newfound serenity. He thought next of those early days in Plesetsk, sleeping next to his bunkmates, both nervous and excited to serve. Like the stories of old, before his family had fled, he would too serve the people, a sense of purpose in the chaos. The pistol swung around his eyes, and they finally closed for the last time. The revolution would die that day, its last believer executed by true Aryans in the port of Arkhangelsk. Oh my days, so ends the revolution. It is gone. Operation Skull will happen next episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And I shall be back very soon for some more. Until then, take care. Goodbye. Bye now.